again, it's Mark. It's time for another Scotch Sunday. Today I'm going to do one I've done some from the distillery before, Glendronach. This is the Glendronach 16. I'm going to go ahead and pour this right now, and then we'll talk about it, if that's all right with you. So anyway, this is a travel retail exclusive. I don't normally like to do the travel retail exclusives, but it's sitting on my shelf, and I kind of don't want to open it until I like to open it and do the review, so that I'm giving you really my first impressions, and yeah, it's time to open it so that I can actually drink it once in a while. So anyway, go ahead and we'll let it sit there for a second. And anyway, so talk about Glendronach. It means Valley of the Brambles. It's a Highland single malt Scotch founded in 1826. They did not release single malts until 1968. They closed, which is really odd because they're really good. I mean, Glendronach makes a really good product, and they closed in 1996 until 2002. In 2005, they switched over to gas heating, whereas they were one of the last coal-firing distilleries that was around. In 2008, they were purchased by the Boynsmill Group, which is Boynsmill, Glenglassaugh, and Glendronach. As far as the Scotch goes, I think they own. Brown-Forman then bought them in 2016. So now there's some other, I think, bourbons that are involved with the company. James Oloroso was the founder of the distillery, and he marketed it in the red light district of Aberdeen, which I think is like someplace I'm looking to go to Scotland, and I think that's like the closest airport I can get to the area. So if someone wants to give me some advice on where I should go there, please let me know. Glendronach may have been the first distillery to introduce cask finishes. So anyway, Rachel Berry is currently their master distiller, and she's actually the master blender. She's actually been the blender for Glendronach, Boynsmill, and Glenglassaugh. Glendronach has four stills, 2 wash, 2 spirit. They produce about 350,000 gallons of Scotch a year. So let me tell you a little bit about this one. Okay. Boynsmill, founded in 1826 by James Oloroso in the Furrogue Valley of the East Highlands Hills. Glendronach claims its place among Scotland's first licensed distilleries. A pioneer of sherry wood maturation, Oloroso would have celebrated today's Glendronach. The Glendronach Boynsmill 16-year-old takes its name from the iconic mansion house that remains at the heart of the distillery today. Okay, so this was matured in the finest PX, Pedro Ximenez, Oloroso sherry, and port casks. So that's what kind of makes this one a little bit different than your other Glendronachs. It's a travel retail exclusive. I think this is a liter bottle. Is it? No, it's 750 milliliters. Okay. Travel retail exclusive. I haven't been able to travel in a while, but yeah, I'm ready to go somewhere. I like to travel because of the travel retail exclusive Scotch, but I like to travel too, but yeah. So, deep in the heart of the Highland Hills, the Glendronach Distillery has been quietly perfecting sherry wood maturation since 1826. Our founder, James Oloroso, chose the farmland of the Boynsmill Estate, upon which to build the distillery, which he acquired with his father, William, in 1775. The estate included an elegant mansion house dating from 1771, which, weird, that's older than my country. But, yeah. That's what I found out when I went to England. It was like, gosh, this place is so weird. It's like I'm stepping in buildings that are older than my country. But yeah, Americans we don't understand the age of stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So cool when I went over there. But yeah. With 1771, which is subsequently renovated in fine Georgian style, the captivating residence sits at the heart of the Glendronach Distillery and continues to welcome guests. During his stewardship with the Glendronach Distillery, Oloroso discovered the rich depths of sherry wood maturation, marrying Highland spirit to Spanish oak a tradition we have carried forth to this day. The Glendronach Boynsmill 16-year-old has matured with the finest Pedro Ximenez and Oloroso sherry casks from Andalusia in Spain and the port casks from the Douro Valley in Portugal, as were imported into Scotland at the turn of the 19th century. This rich and complex Highland single malt whiskey presents ripe fruitfulness, a robust body, and a lingering velvet finish. Okay, that's pretty much everything on there. It says it's a burnished copper with a red bramble hue. Fruit, the nose, fruit led in complex plum pudding, cherry stone, and apricot brandy. What is cherry stone? I don't know what that is. An apricot brandy with traces of nutmeg and sandalwood tempered with the sweetness of quiet. I don't know what that word is. I don't know what that is. Palate extraordinary rich and fruity with a baked apricot, cherry, and plum skin in a fruit cake with orange and walnut cream. Sounds delicious. I bet it doesn't taste like that. But anyway, savor dishes, apricot, walnut lingering into the velvet finish. Okay. All right, so let me give you a little color. And again, Glendronach doesn't color. They don't chill filter. Give it to you in the glass. All right. Can take those off. Okay, so yes, let's see what we got here. Yeah, there's some. I get the fruitcake. Believe it or not, yeah. Didn't it say fruitcake? Yeah, it did say fruitcake. Okay, yeah, I'm getting the fruitcake. There is some nuttiness in there. There's a lot of nuttiness in there. I'm getting more nuts than. Did they say anything about? You know, I don't pay attention when I read this stuff here. It says fruit led. There is some fruit, but I'm getting a lot of nuts. Definitely some fruit cake, but I'm getting almonds. I don't know, hazelnuts or macadamia nuts, maybe. Oh, it's very nutty. Brown sugar. There is some dried fruit, but that's kind of in the back. Really, the nuts are what come forward. Nuts and sherry. It smells delicious. Nutty sherry, fruit cake, almonds. I'm very curious. Is this travel retails always pique my curiosity, because why do they do that? Why don't they make everything available to everybody? Why do you have to be an international traveler? Not that I don't want to be, and I'm ready to go again, but freaking COVID. Yeah, there's really, yeah, I've told you everything I can get on there. All right. Wow. This is like having cake. This is like cake with a nutty cake. Like, there was this Greek dessert we used to make that was a cake made with basically with pecans and stuff. But this is more walnuts, hazelnuts, walnuts. Man, this is getting some chocolate in there too. See if I get anything else now. More of the brown sugar coming through. But really, this is like, just like, if you took like hazelnuts and walnuts and almonds, it's like you mix them up and get this with a little bit of like brown sugar and cinnamon. That's It's delicious. Getting some citrus, some fruit. A little bit, again, I think I told you everything I'm getting on there. Brown sugar, cinnamon, mixed with a bunch of nuts is what this tastes like. On the finish, it's kind of spicy, the spicy cinnamon on the finish. So yeah, that's what I got on this one. Glendronach never fails to disappoint. Never fails to not disappoint. Where do I put this one? Gosh, this is tough. I'm going to be really generous today. I'm in a good mood. I'm going to give it a 9. So yeah, see you next time.